Story time, Puna
Yes, sir.
Soriano.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man, for joining me today. I know
Yeah, yeah,
circumstances have changed, but still, it's always good to get you on for the first
yeah.
time. How you feeling today?
I feel good, man. I'm excited to be here.
All right, man. First, before we get into the news, I wanted to talk about this breakdancing video that you put up with the broom. Is is that your first love? Because it seemed like you got some skills.
No, no. I'm terrible. All my friends grew up dancing, and I feel like I was the worst one. And I don't know. I just loved that movie. Thought it was funny.
Was it? There was some kind of like broom challenge, right, going
Uh,
around?
I don't know about that. I just know everyone was standing brooms up, and I just thought
Yeah.
of that movie. Thought it'd be pretty funny. See what happens.
Definitely, man. It's always good to have some fun. Now,
Yeah.
the rumors, or it's not even a rumor, your fight at UFC Columbus has been
Mhm.
canceled against
Yep,
Eric
yep.
Spicely, and you got rescheduled to take on Anthony Hernandez. Now,
Yes,
it says
sir.
that you withdrew from the fight. What's the story behind that?
I just had a couple of things come up, and I just couldn't really heal up in time while training for a fight. And it sucks to have to pull out, but it is what it is. Health is first.
All right. Well, it's kind of a weird situation too, because
All
it's
right.
like you get pulled out, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get rescheduled off the bat right away. Everybody's
Yeah,
confused.
yeah. I agree. It is kind of weird, but I don't know, man. I'm just doing what my managers and the UFC say, and I just focus on training and fighting, really.
Yeah, well, it's fortunate because some guys they get pulled or they pull out, they don't get
Mhm.
rescheduled for like 5, 6 months or even
Yeah,
longer.
yeah.
So you're fortunate,
Mhm.
right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, this is a good problem to have.
Yeah. Now let's go back to your debut in the UFC in
Hmm.
December. You get the TKO finish, first round. Was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
like the most perfect way to introduce yourself to the MMA world?
Yeah, that felt pretty good. I had the whole idea that like I wanted to let everyone else know on the car that like I was here and this is the kind of show I wanted us to all have. And I guess it kind of went past the show and went to the whole UFC. Hopefully.
Definitely. Now, you were in camp to fight on the Columbus card. You
Hmm.
know, you have some injuries. You got to get over those. So, like, what adjustments are you making right now to get ready for this fight, which is basically 2 months away?
Yeah, yeah. Really, no major adjustments. We do the same thing. We I focus on me. I train as hard as I possibly can. I do everything I can properly, and I kind of let the adjustments. I leave that to my coaches. I trust them, and we work well together.
All right. Now, Anthony Hernandez. That's probably a
Hmm.
name that you're familiar with because he does go down to Extreme Couture and train from
Yeah,
time to
yeah, it's
time.
my
He's been
boy.
there, right? So he's a familiar
Mhm.
face. Have
For
you guys
sure.
worked a lot together in the past?
I wouldn't say a lot, but like we've worked out. He's came in, we've worked together and stuff. Always super nice, always super cool. Great dude.
All right, now with him, he's also from the Contender Series. You know, what are
Hmm.
your thoughts on him and the kind of like the style that he brings to the cage?
Um, Great dude, great fighter. I'm super excited to fight him. Actually, I'm not really excited. I don't really uh prefer fighting my friends, but it's the game. You gotta do what you gotta do, and we're here to make some money. I know for sure our styles are gonna be fight of the night material, and I'm looking forward to it.
When you take a fight, do you not look at the name? Is it like is that your mentality? Is like whatever comes on that contract, I'm gonna take the fight. It doesn't matter if who it is. It could be, you know, the world champ right off the bat. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah. I have a bad habit of not being able to say no, so I kind of just say yes and just figure out how to deal with it as we go.
With this with him, right? He
Mhm.
started off his career in the UFC with a loss, and then he came back and got a pretty decent win in China last August.
Mhm.
Looking at his performances, what do you assess about him?
I think he's got a gas tank. I think he's got heart, and I think he's got a lot of pressure. He comes in hard. He's strong, and it's just gonna be a fight. At the end of the day, it's a fight, and he wants it bad, and I want it bad. So we're gonna see who wants it more.
Being in Vegas, you know, you have the opportunity or the access to the Performance Institute, and since you are one fight in, that's more time you can spend over there. Taking the tests and taking advantage of the technology, like Could you break down like what exactly you're doing over there to help you become the best fighter you can be?
At the end of the day, I'm just working. It's no crazy technology, no nothing. It's just hard work and doing the right things. But the PI definitely has helped out a lot. Matt Crawley, my strength coach, helps me tremendously. If you look at my physique prior to the UFC, I was tiny, I was brittle, probably one of the only guys to get bigger going into the USADA program, as well as the nutrition team, the PT team, even the custodians. Everyone there is super friendly, super helpful, and I think just knowing that makes it easier to just go every day and just do what you need to do.
With the testing that they have there, right? Where they test, your physical strength
Hmm.
and agility, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Has there anything surprised you about yourself?
Um, Sort of. There were some tests that I was kind of surprised I did so poorly in, and
Mm.
I kind of like it though. I like it. I like to know that I'm lacking in the area and I can get better in it. That's all that shows me.
Yeah, and then you could keep it a secret, right? You don't have to
I
tell
don't care. I
everybody.
let everyone. I'm an
Yeah,
open book. I don't really
yeah.
care. People can know anything.
Because like a lot of people when I asked them about the testing, they always tell me what they did great. They kind of like
Oh
shock
yeah,
them. Like
yeah,
you kind of went the other way. You're like, oh, I found out some places where I need to work on.
yeah,
Most
yeah.
you're the first one, so that's good. Now, yeah. So like with this, you say you let your coaches take care of everything. And you basically that's what you do is you just show up to the you just follow the schedule, and that's how you prepare for the fight.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a lot easier for me that way. I just focus every day on the training schedule, and we just have a good thing going to where they'll watch the film, they'll watch the tape, and they'll kind of see the adjustments I need to make or what I'm missing, and they'll incorporate it as we go. And I just focus on being the best me I can be.
So do they bring in a certain training partners that would best emulate your opponent, or do you just work with the same guys and they kind of help you, as you go?
It's a mixed bag. We have people coming in all the times, and I'll get to work with them while they're here. Or a lot of the training partners here at the stream are great. Like my two main guys recently are Montel, my buddy Montel, and Ryder Newman. They're going to be coming up soon. They're both studs.
Yeah, with that environment,
Huh.
like at Couture, where you got guys coming from in from all over the world, just dropping in all the time. Do you like that,
Hmm.
or do you like kind of having your own little group that you work with and kind of train with?
Um, I like it and I don't like it at the same time. It's great work, but it's good to see new things. But at the same time, I get scared. Like I'm terrified. I feel like it's an actual fight. Just stepping onto the cage and seeing a new guy, you kind of go, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. And it's nice to overcome that as well.
Before you were in the UFC, you were the guy that people didn't really know about. Now
Hmm.
that, a year has passed, you're in the UFC, you have a great knockout win. When you go into training, now everybody knows who you are, right? Do you feel that pressure? Because I've talked to different fighters that have been in the UFC for like 5 years, and they kind
Hmm.
of like it. They like when new guys come in and try to test them.
Um, I honestly train way different in the practice room than when I do in a fight. And I don't know. I let practice be what it is. If I get beat up in practice by the new guy, I get beat up in practice by the new guy. I'll try and beat him the next day. Um, but as far as the pressure goes, I like it. I think if I didn't enjoy the sport, I wouldn't like the pressure so much. But since I love the sport, I love what I do. The pressure feels great, man. I just feel like I feed off of it and I get better from it.
All right, with Hernandez, the fight coming up, what
Hmm.
type of fight do you expect? Do you expect like a dirty, gritty matchup, or are you expecting to kind of get in there and get out of there quick?
No, no. I always train for a dirty, gritty matchup. If you watch the way I fight, I kind of come out like that. It's whether my opponent, whether what he wants to do. I'm gonna come forward, and make it a dirty fight, and it's whatever they want to do. They can make it dirty back, and they can make it a short night. It's whatever.
All right. Well, this weekend, you're in Vegas. UFC 248 is happening. Your
Hmm.
your weight division is in the main event.
Oh yeah.
Yoel taking
Hmm.
on. It could be his last chance, right? He's taking on Israel Adesanya,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
what do you think about that matchup? Because I'm pretty sure you're gonna be watching that fight, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I don't know. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of both. Like, I'm watching this just as a pure fan right now. Um, I really don't know what's gonna happen. I'm curious to see what would happen if like both outcomes. You know, if Yo wins, if Israel continues to be champ. I just want to see like what happens from there on. But it doesn't change the fact that I'm on my path. You know.
What do you think is the biggest question? Do you think it is like will Yoel wrestle in this fight?
Honestly, I think every fight comes down to who wants it more.
Hmm.
And I don't know. Does Izzy want to be Ann Still more, or does Yoel want to finally get the belt? To me, that's what every fight comes down to. Just who wants it more.
In the world of combat sports, right? There's many different types of competitors.
Hmm.
Do you consider yourself maybe more of a martial artist, or do you think prize fighter is something that fits you better?
Uh, probably, probably more of a prize fighter, but I think I have the. I like to think I have the like the respect and the humility of a true martial artist. You know, I have a lot of true martial artist influences like Ray Seffel. He's constantly in the gym learning, and I don't think I'm quite up to his level yet, but I feel like I'm learning from him, picking things up.
As you grow, as you win, as you become bigger name, there's more attention on you. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for like the more
Yeah.
cameras and all that stuff?
Oh yeah, I want it. You know, I want all of it. I want
Mhm.
the fame, the attention, the money. I want every single, every single thing, the good, the bad that comes with this. I want it all. I'm greedy. I want everything.
All right, well, your greed continues. May 16th,
Yeah, I hope
UFC on
so. I hope
ESPN
so.
Plus,
Yes,
33,
sir.
San Diego, California, not too far from Vegas, so it's not a too bad of a travel, right?
No,
So,
no, so
um,
close.
yeah, man, thank you so much, Puna, for the time, man. Appreciate it. Good luck on the fight. Good luck on training camp. You still got some time
Thank you.
left, and
Lots of
hopefully
time.
we speak many more times.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.